What's up, Lions Nation? It is We Are Lions Nation podcast reaction show after the game. The Lions losing 34-11. So not good. Not good at all. We are going to get initial thoughts and reactions. We got Smoking Jimmy B joining us for our reaction show. Good to have you back, buddy.
Yes, sir.
And we got the Stat Man in the house. What's up, buddy?
Woo-hoo. What's going on?
Like I said, this is a We Are Lions Nation podcast reaction show. And that countdown, boys, it begins
now.
Woo! All right. We are back, and let's bring in our guest today, Statman. I know you know who's in the house, so why don't you bring in our first guest today?
All right, we got Chicken Nugget King. What's up, man?
Cheers. What's going on, guys? Just drinking out
What's
some
up?
root
What's
beer. And I'm pretty bummed about this loss. I know you guys are too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Let's get to our next guest, Smoking Jeremy Boo. Who else we got sitting in the wings?
We got Big Dan Davis.
What's up, Big
what's
Dan?
up, everybody?
What's
going on,
man?
Well,
Sitting
hey,
out
thanks
on the back deck, enjoying the beautiful fall weather, and like everybody else, I'm highly disappointed in this game today. But it is what it is.
Well, we are going to talk about that and get initial thoughts on the game. I do want to say a quick reminder to please, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the We Are Lions Nation podcast YouTube channel. We are at 101 subscribers on our march to 1,000. We are on the march to 1,000, and we will get there with everybody's help. So make sure that you are subscribing if you have not yet subscribed. We got a comment coming in already, boys. Let's see who is popping in the house. We got Victor Lester, worst game yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Can I give my TVMA reaction to this game
No.
right now? Can I please? Just one.
You can give your PG rated reaction.
I don't have a PG reaction. I don't have a PG reaction to this game. Okay, PG, WTF.
Thank you. Yes. We got Facebook users saying hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Facebook user, please type in your name.
We have Malik Mills. Blow for starter.
I don't know.
I don't know if they're going to do that yet. I think that
we talked about it just a few minutes ago. That came up in the conversation.
Yeah, I know, but I still say
Victor Lester says, I felt that loss all the way in Louisiana.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
This loss was felt all the way in the UK because I know we got some UK fans out there. Lee Martin, Anthony Becker.
Well, let's go down to let's start out with Smoking Jeremy B, since you're right here next to me. Let's start out with you and get your just initial reaction from the loss today. PG.
Frig! What the frig is going on with this dumbed down playbook and the stupid play calling? It's like we took every successful play that they had out of the playbook and said, let's throw them all out and start with this. Let's do the Tecmo Bowl version.
Statman.
This is my reaction.
Big Dan, initial reaction.
bad play calling, and then them shooting themselves in the foot on offense is normal. Back-to-back penalties, that turnover is all bad. It was downhill from there.
We got Bolt fan 44. What's up, buddy? Saying sorry about the loss. Chargers got wrecked too. Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yes, they did. Malik Mills comes in. Even though we 0-6, not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Technically not.
Yes, we are.
We got a chance.
We are all the way eliminated.
It is the snowball's chance in hell.
Pigs might learn how to fly this year. You never know.
Hey, can they still get 11 wins?
No.
No.
Damn it.
They can get
not the way.
I'm going for the however many wins they can get. The most.
None.
That's what I'm going for.
Goose egg.
What is going to happen is we are going to win 3 or 4 games and mathematically eliminate us from the first pick. That's what's going to end up happening because Lions.
Well, we all watched the game. We seen the obvious struggles. The defense, I think, held the game together as long as they possibly could until they just could not go anymore. The offense could not get anything going at all. Only one red zone trip for us and one for the Bengals, so that that's a positive for the defense. But nothing. We could not do anything, and it all accounts to, I think, Smoking Jerry B mentioned this. Anthony Lynn's play calls were absolutely horrible play calls. Jared Goff made a few mistakes, and we kicked our butt with penalties in the beginning. Especially, we went back 30 yards, I think, almost that one drive, and then Sewell, he was not playing very well at all. He got beat.
The holding play on the first down, we actually converted. That didn't help at all.
Yeah. Yep. So I feel like when the Lions get something good, they do something good to forward their progress, something happens where it brings it back. Or they just don't do anything. You call a play where you throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage and those little screen, it just got completely blown up. I mean, it was stupid play callings at the worst times. I don't even.
Agreed.
I'm going to say this, and this is the first time ever that I have done this. I turned it off today in the fourth. I turned it off. I didn't see DeAndre Swift's touchdown. I couldn't watch anymore. I was so mad. I've never been so mad ever. But I turned it off, man. I had to. I couldn't watch it.
I don't blame you.
I was so
We scored a whopping 11 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. 11 frigging points. Garbage time stats. That's garbage time stats. When you're being blowed out and you just score a touchdown to save face so you don't put up a shutout or a 3-point game that was abysmal for 4 friggin' quarters.
Yeah.
And the only reason we probably got those points was because the Bengals took out everyone at the end of the game pretty much, so they weren't
even their backup QB threw for a touchdown. What the actual frig?
Yeah, isn't it so frustrating when you're watching the end of a game and their backup comes in and just drives right down the field on you like it's nothing?
Well,
and
what's the reason?
Your starters are in.
What's the reasoning for that? Because
the defense was gassed. The defense did great for 2.5 quarters and then got gassed, and they were done. And next thing you know, boom, they go from 10 points ahead to 34.
Yeah, we couldn't stop them because they've been out there too damn long.
I know.
They got to get the same break like the Bengals defense got, and our offense just couldn't do it for them. I said in the preview.
By the way, that was not a fumble by Hawkinson. His elbow hit the ground. The ground is not supposed to cause a fumble. That was a blown call by the refs. It was a blown review.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. 100%.
Absolutely agree.
And our guy that was on the ground and had the ball stripped out on the fumble where Joe Mixon got it back, he's down already. As soon as he touches him, the play is supposed to be over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not blaming the refs for the loss. I'm blaming 100% on Anthony Lynn and the horrible play calling.
So why not just give the fucking play calling to somebody else?
Yes, I've been saying that for 3 weeks. Let Dan Campbell, let Deuce Staley, let me, let Dan Davis, let Chicken Nugget King. Hell, let one of you guys call it. It can't be any worse than what Anthony Lynn has done.
It really wouldn't be worse. Really wouldn't.
I think at least I'd call some runs. I said in the pregame show that the Lions had to score. One of my keys to victory for the Lions was to score early, and they did not do anything.
Oh, they scored early in the other direction.
Yeah, not the right direction. Not the right direction. It just you can't win a football game if you can't put an offensive game plan together.
Right. That was my knock when we hired Lynn to begin with. Dan Davis knows it, Chicken Nugget King knows it, and now you're going to hear exactly what I said. He was fired from Buffalo for not being able to close out games or take a big lead into the fourth quarter. He was fired as the head coach of the San Diego Chargers for the exact same thing. That team, out of their 9 losses that year, had 6 of them lost in the fourth quarter. He is offensive play calling the equivalent of Matt Patricia on defensive play calling.
I'd rather have Jim Bob Cooter at this point.
Yep.
I wanted them to keep Bevel because if they'd have kept Bevel on as any type of coach, Stafford wouldn't have wanted to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying not to do too much Stafford stuff because I know he's not here, and we have to focus on what. But I see all the points. What would it have been like with Stafford, with at least under Dan Campbell? How would it be right now? You know what I mean? Would it be the same with Anthony Lynn calling these shitty ass plays, or is it because of Jared Goff that Anthony Lynn has to call these shitty ass plays?
We've seen all season when he called the right plays, Goff made plays.
Well, in your eyes, let's just break it down a little bit. What's the correct play for Jared Goff?
Number 1, first and second down, it's down in distance. I don't care what play is called. You cannot have a play get 2 and 3 yards on first down. The goal is 4 to 6 yards.
Mm-hmm.
2 and 3 yards is on second down. Because that puts your offense in a position to get a first down while also controlling the clock. If you do a pass that's a screen play on first down and it gets blowed up in the backfield, that's negative yardage. That's less time off the clock because now you got to rush to get to the line and try to get another playoff before the defense is set.
Boltman 44 real quick says Goff going to LA next week. Wonder how that will go.
Please don't remind us, okay? Please don't.
We're losing 70-7.
It's not going to be a good look. Definitely not going to be a good look.
Cooper Kupp's going to get 280 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns.
I can see it.
Victor Lester says they are going to get destroyed by Stafford.
Yep.
Yeah, more than likely.
And Stafford's going to probably feel really good about it too. A little bit of payback.
It'll be a vindication for him. He's getting his vindication next week. I'm calling it now. It's going to be 70-7.
Because bottom line, almost every fan in Detroit thought Stafford wasn't the answer, wanted Stafford gone. The new regime came in, the new head coaches, new general manager. It was time for him to go. So
we got a quarterback that been to the Super Bowl but lost.
And that doesn't even make a difference. You know, Matthew Stafford hasn't been to a Super Bowl, but Goff has, and Goff hasn't managed to do the certain things he wanted to do with this team. You know, he doesn't have the weapons. He doesn't have something to work with here with the Lions. Over there with the Rams, Stafford got a lot to work with. So Stafford doesn't have to worry about what's going on over here. He has to worry about getting more wins and trying to go to the playoffs and get a deeper run. While we're in a rebuild and we got to worry about, you know, the constant simple things about drafting and free agency.
Yeah.
Hey, from Crazy Ken Ballrick. Hey, Dad.
What's up, Crazy Ken?
What's up, Crazy Ken?
Yep.
Victor Lester says he's gonna feel like he won the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't say that. It's too early to say that.
He's gonna feel just like he did after today, putting up 38-3 against the Giants.
What would be funny though is the Lions' first win against their former quarterback, Matt Stafford. Wouldn't that be a heck of a headline?
Well, I think that will leave like a sour taste in his mouth. Honestly, I think that would, but he just.
But you want to know what? You know what that would do though? If that happened, that would motivate that team so much they wouldn't lose another game all season.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy B, while we got a moment, why don't we go ahead and thank our sponsor?
Thank you to A1 Tire and Auto in Saginaw and Bay City, 2 locations to serve you. We deal in new and used tires, custom wheels, and the Saginaw location has window tinting. Mention the ad, get $10 off.
Beautiful. I couldn't have said it better myself, and it's obvious if you watch the pregame show, I could not say it better myself. I tried, and it was horrible. Statman,
Come on now.
I want to throw it over to you, my man, just to let the people know. I mean, we're at 101 subscribers right now on that march to 1,000. What are they going to do to subscribe?
Just got to click the subscribe button on YouTube there. You know, it's free. It's not like your Hulu and Netflix subscriptions that cost you an arm and a leg every month. You know, it is completely free to figure out when we're on, all the up-to-date news and Lions info.
And
what were we?
Make sure you click that like button, like, and hit that notification bell so that way you are notified when a new episode is available. It'll tell you. It'll be like, ding, Lions Nation is live, ding, and then you'll know. So it's real simple. Real simple. I want to go down. Smoking Jeremy B, you look like you had a thought real quick. You had something to say.
I don't know what to say. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
Big Dan. I want to go to you. You've heard what everybody's had to say. What can they do, man? What can Dan Campbell do to get back to at least scoring some points? Because the defense, they seem to be playing. So how does the offense get back into a rhythm and actually play? What do they got to do?
I don't know if he does it, but like we've all talked about, he's got to strip Anthony Lynn of the dang play calling. They got to do that. Anything's got to be better than what we saw out of his play calling. So if they did that and they can get some consistency there, I think we'd be a little bit better on offense.
Yeah, and that goes back to what Smoking Jeremy B said just earlier. We had a game plan that was working, and then we switch it to try to make it easier for Jared Goff, who shouldn't need it to be easier because he is a Super Bowl quarterback. Even though he lost, he did get there. So why does he have to have a dumbed down play when he shouldn't be that bad of a quarterback? In all reality, when they came into this new regime, they said, "This is not a rebuild. We're gonna win." Blah blah blah. That was
they never said we're gonna win. He said if we win, and it was a if. It will be ugly. We're going to lose ugly. But I'll tell you what, we're going to go down fighting. But you know what? There was no fight by this offense in this game whatsoever. The defense tried to fight as long as they could.
And they just ran out of gas.
Bolt Fan 44 says, always get the bell when you are live. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If you click that notification bell, it'll tell you when we go live and you won't miss 1 second of the action. Because where do you want to go to get your Detroit Lions news and hear all that awesome Detroit Lions talk? We're Lions Nation Podcast. That's where you want to go because we are fun. We do it real. We have a great time. That's what we're all about. You don't want to miss it. Dan Leonard says drafting QB first overall.
Nope. No, not going to happen.
No, not worth it. Not worth it.
He says they need to simplify the play calling till Goff knows the playbook. He spent, 4 to 5 years in the same offense with the same terminology, completely different verbiage in this offense.
That's not true because the offense totally changed in year 3 for Goff after they went to the Super Bowl because of what happened between the whole he wanted to screw McVay's girlfriend and all that stuff. They didn't dummy this play calling. They stripped him of any play calling, told him no audibles, no hot reads, no nothing, and made him look worse. You can say what you want. Goff did enough to get him in the playoff both those years still.
Mm-hmm.
$100 on taking a quarterback first overall.
No, it's not happening.
He wants to put $100 on a bet, saying we take a quarterback.
Let's think about this for one second.
I'd say with the second pick, maybe if one of those not so much of a project quarterbacks that projected to go in the first round they grab, but I would still go defensive end, linebacker, or safety in the first 3 picks.
I say you address defensive line, a top-tier pass rusher. Second pick, you go possibly wide receiver because I think we could use a bigger body guy.
There's big body guys throughout the draft.
And then in the second round, you go defensive backs.
Well, don't forget we will have free agency. That will be a key too. I'm sure that the Lions can get some of that in there. So I'm frustrated. I don't know if it's because I'm frustrated or not, but
you're disappointed.
I'm not liking Jared Goff so far. I was trying to give him hope, and I don't think he's good enough, man.
I even bought one of his jerseys. Okay,
wait.
Purchase merchandise.
I'm not going to totally defend Goff, but I'm not going to throw him under the bus either. We have not had the best of play calling since he's been here. Period. We've talked about it ad nauseum every week on how the offense looks stale and predictable.
But Goff can't get it done no matter what we do with the playbook.
Mm-hmm. It's right. It's right. No lies detached.
I see greatness in Goff's arm talent. He has a great arm, okay? But it seems like he doesn't know how to use it. He should have used a softer touch on that Hawkinson pass. He knows better than that.
Yep.
I mean, I just don't get it. Somebody of that caliber as far as a quarterback, if you're in the NFL and you're starting, you should be able to throw a pass. That's my point. They get paid to do it. That's the reason why they're doing it.
Chicken Nugget King?
Honestly, everybody in this, show has said the same thing, and they honestly have a valid point, and no one hasn't lied at all. It's just that the offense is very sloppy, and Jared Goff doesn't have, time to make the right adjustments with the audibles, the read options, and all that other stuff. He didn't get that chance to do those kind of things and use it right. Anthony Lynn, he's definitely gone. Kaput, kick him up out of here. I just think the defense made more of an impact in this game than the offense did because the offense is just completely lazy and all over the place. Being 0-6 just sucks. It sucks. It's painful, but hey, we're in a rebuild. We got to build within the process and see where it goes from free agency and drafting. We're not playoff caliber yet, but I think when we are done with this season and maybe the next 2 seasons forward, we could get there. We just got to build and find some elite talent.
Oh, yeah. I already see a lot of positives out of the young guys that we have as far as how they progressed through the first 5-6 games. It's amazing what they can do with undrafted free agents. This coaching staff.
That is a compliment also to who picked the UDFAs to sign. And that's a combination between Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes in their scouting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the offseason with those two when they put everything together and they can actually get the pieces that they're looking for and not have to worry about the garbage that was left over. Dan Leonard says he has a good arm but a shit brain. And I want to say
I disagree with that.
No, I agree.
I disagree.
His IQ's good.
I disagree.
Don't even question that. His IQ's good. Don't even question that about Goff.
He has football IQ. He does. The problem is he was destroyed confidence-wise by what McVay did to him play calling-wise the last 2 years. And the play calling this year hasn't been any better. As a matter of fact, it's been more abysmal.
When does Dan Campbell say it's enough and sit Anthony Lynn and fire him, and then move Deuce Staley up to calling plays? When do you think that would happen?
I was hoping it would happen in the presser today, but I didn't watch it because we came here.
I don't understand how Dan Campbell can look at that game, look at that offense, and continue on any further with Anthony Lynn. I won't understand that at all because, like Logan just said, it's got to be time. It has to be. What Jared Goff, I guess what I'm saying about him is I see too much of staring down one guy, or if it seems like when he gets frazzled, he doesn't know what to do. To me, that's where I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm just saying I don't feel like mentally he is right where he needs to be. If he was, he wouldn't be making the mistakes that he does make. He does make them, but I agree. It's more play calling, but Jared Goff does make some really silly mistakes and really bad reads sometimes. And I think he has to get that out of his head, like be able to look around the field a little bit quicker and find more open guys and stop missing those opportunities is what I'm getting at.
And the drops don't help either. That makes him look worse.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Makes him look real bad.
There's a reason why PFF said this was the worst receiving core in the league. We're leading the league in drops again.
Well,
we led it last year. We lead it this year.
It would improve if they wouldn't have brought up Trinity Benson in the first place. I think Kennedy.
He didn't even play today.
I know that, and it's a good thing because I think Kennedy is a better player. I think Kennedy is a better player than most of the starters on the receiving core.
Well, since Cephas went down, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I can definitely say Kennedy stepped up. He showed some flashes today. I can't lie.
Yeah, every time he comes in, he makes plays. I just don't get the mindset of the coaches. They see somebody like that goes out there, plays their heart out. He reminds me of a Wes Welker, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Just that small, short body guy, can take hits, tough nose. He's just a motor guy. You know what I mean? He just goes out there and tries his hardest every play.
He's a former lacrosse player, so he's tough as nails too. So I mean, he should have had more opportunities than just before today, is what I think. But
yeah.
Well, we thought that all along. Where was Kadriel Hodge? Is he hurt? Was he out
today? He just didn't do anything.
He had
he didn't get targeted often either.
Yeah, I think he was targeted like once or twice that I saw. So I mean, that's
not many times.
Yeah,
I also.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh well. Hodge did have a catch, but it went outside. It went out of bounds. So, that's going to hurt, but it is what it is.
I want to bring up a point that we brought up on the pregame real quick. Stat man, you'll know what I'm talking about. DeAndre Swift. What was that stats for DeAndre Swift that we brought up in the pregame?
Oh, first NFL player through the first 5 games with over 250 receiving and 175 rushing yards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So why are we not utilizing him in that fashion? We didn't do that very much at all today. Really? I didn't see too much of that at all. Why?
That would be play calling.
Play calling.
Yep.
Yeah. That's my point. Why aren't we using what we have? Why isn't Anthony Lynn making the right calls to use the strengths that this offense has?
Why are we still using him in the sweep, which hasn't worked all season, but when we run the misdirection or counter play, he gets 5 to 7 yards? Why aren't we doing more of that?
And keep pounding the ball with Jamal Williams out the middle. That seems to work almost every single time.
Yeah, running Swift up the middle like they did 4 or 5 times today, and he'd get 1 yard or negative yard or a 0 yards. Why? Williams should be the guy doing that, not Swift. Swift
Williams
is off tackle.
Williams should be the between the tackle guy, and Swift should be the outside runners counter play type of guy in our offense. Not you don't run DeAndre Swift up the middle. It's not going to work.
That draw play on that shotgun at 3rd and 1 when he just got stopped cold at the line sucked.
Crazy Ken says Swift still first in receptions and first in yards after catch among all running backs.
Yep.
So that's
great
the point,
Dad.
How can Anthony Lynn look at that? Look at the way that look at the offensive weapons that we do have and not set up the game plan to make it work for those guys. Instead, he's just throwing some stupid play calls out there, and it's not working at all. So I'm in agreement. I think we're all in agreement that there has to be a change in that spot.
I'll be right back. I got to use the bathroom.
Yeah, I agree that there should be a change in that spot, and rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, but what does that do, Statman? If we say we make the change, how big of a change is that going to make for the Lions offense going forward?
I think it's going to be a huge change. If you let Deuce Staley do the play calling, you guarantee your running backs are going to touch the ball. I can tell you that right now. Deuce Staley is going to give the ball to the backs. Being a former running back in the NFL, he's going to give them some touches. He knows what he has in that running back group.
So, Big Dan, you relinquish play calling from Anthony Lynn. Get rid of him. Let's say Deuce Staley steps up. Let's say this happens. The game plan turns to a little bit more running the ball like it should. Do you think we see a much better offense, or are we still going to see the same struggling with the people that we have out there, the players?
I think let's say we promote Deuce Staley to that spot after, we relieve Anthony Lynn. Yes, I think it does become at least a little bit better because, I mean, it can't really get any worse, can it? I mean,
that's true. That's true.
Also,
Chicken Nugget King. Oh, go ahead, Big Dan.
Also, Deuce Staley, when he was with Philly, I believe he was up for a head coaching spot there before they brought the other guy. So, I mean, he's got to be the guy if we fire Lynn. I mean, it's.
Yeah, the move with Lynn has to happen soon. You can't wait too long. I don't want new guys coming in through the draft, free agency, and having to play under this guy's play calling. It's just horrible.
Dan Leonard says, when you get behind early, they have to pass to try to catch up, statistically speaking. But when we started out this game today, they gave the ball to Jamal Williams. He was doing well. Then once again, all of a sudden the play calling starts going crap, and then they just start calling all kinds of crap plays. Why does that switch? Like what makes Anthony Lynn think that's a good idea to switch it? That's what I don't understand. Because you can see
he's.
Go ahead.
Because he has his head stuck somewhere where the sun doesn't shine.
It's like we were.
There's my PG answer.
Logan was just talking about, with what kind of transformation this team could have if Anthony Lynn was gone. Let's say next week. Jeremy B. Logan was talking that it would probably be more of a run-first team. Are you in agreement with that? Do you think if Anthony Lynn was gone this week, how big of a change do you see that doing for the Lions?
As downtrodden as they are after this loss, I don't know if it would help anymore. They are starting to look lionized. The offense looks lackadaisical. They're getting lazy on how they're blocking. They're starting to hold more. Even Penei Sewell look. Those DNs were getting around our line all day, which if you put pressure on Goff, he has one of the worst decision-making there is under pressure. When he has a clean pocket, he has the best decision-making. this has not been a big issue for us except the last couple of weeks because his play the last 3 weeks he's had more interceptions and more fumbles. Correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fumble today. Thank frickin' God.
The bottom line, Jeremy B, is you have to establish the run first in order to open up that passing game. And the Lions aren't they shy away from it within 2 minutes. They're done. Oh, we're done with the run. We just got to pass and do these short, stupid screen passes that don't work. I want to welcome in a Madden Core in the comments. Says give Jamar Jefferson the ball. Welcome in Madden Core. I think it's the first time we might have him in the comments or her in the comments. So thank you for hopping in. And thanks to everybody that is watching live right now with us for our reaction show. Remember, if you are new to our show, please, and you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. On our march to 1,000, we are sitting right now at 101. So we are making our way there. And thank you to everybody that has subscribed. And a quick reminder, if you didn't see the pregame show, we will be doing our prize giveaway for those first 100 subscribers within this week. Hopefully, as soon as we get everything settled up, we'll draw a name, and that winner will receive an awesome prize from the We Are Lions Nation podcast crew. Myself, Smoking Jeremy B, and Statman. We got an awesome thing coming for you guys, so be ready for that. And thanks again so much for all the support that we've already had. And a special thanks to everybody that keeps joining us on shows like this, like our big fan, Chicken Nugget King, and Big Dan has as well popping in and being a part of our show on these shows. We appreciate you guys doing that as well. So thank you so much for hopping in.
And honestly, I want to give my take on the Anthony Lynn situation. I do see him getting at least fired in some weeks down the road, or probably by the end of the season. And I do think Deuce Staley would definitely make a good OC because he'll definitely put the hands and put the rock in the hands of Swift and Swaggy. I know he gonna get them turned up. I know he gonna get them right. So trust me, he gonna make sure they get their touches.
It's not that they're not wrong. It's not that they're playing bad. They play good when they're used properly. The problem is Anthony Lynn calls a worse game than junior varsity coaches do.
Mm-hmm. Hey, trust me, he did 100% bad in this game. He done bad with his play calling. Horrible, terrible play calling, as Charles Barkley would say.
When you don't play to a team's strengths that we have now, what our strengths are, we're not going to win. And the defense is trying so hard to keep us in these games. And then how disappointing must it be for the defense to go out there and play as hard as they are to watch the offense go out for 3 plays and come back in? It's the most disappointing thing. It has to be disappointing as hell.
Our defense got 5 straight 3-and-outs.
And we capitalized on how many of those, Jeremy B?
None.
0. Quinn Cook,
good field position.
Team, man.
And then here's another thing. All right, so maybe Lynn calls shitty plays, possibly, or is it just the players not performing on these plays? Because
I've said that we've had bad performances by players on the plays that look like they're going to work. We've seen drop passes. We've seen bad routes where you could tell it looked like the guy just ran the wrong route. So that play where he threw it to Hawk, it looked like Hawk was supposed to be a little further downfield than he was. Because if you look at how it looked, or Goff released it a hair too early. One of the two. It had to be that. Because that's the only way you're going to miss a big target like that.
Mm-hmm. So in that sense, can you realistically blame it all on Anthony Lynn?
Yes.
Or is it a mixture of the players and Anthony Lynn's play calling?
Well, are you going to say that they're NFL players for a reason? They're supposed to be put in a position to win by the coaching staff. If the coaching staff is not calling the right plays to put them in a position to win, it's 100% on coaching.
But every play in playbooks are designed to work. Theoretically.
Yeah, but it looked like every play that worked the past 5 weeks was taken out of the playbook.
I don't know. It's just tough watching that game because
tough is putting it mildly.
I'm trying to be as positive as possible. Okay, I love my Lions, man.
I saw nothing positive offensively from this team.
We all didn't see anything offensively positive. I think the defense was more of the X factor more than less because they had like 5 3-and-outs.
The one positive thing we can look at is we do really good in the last 5 minutes of games.
Hey, that's such excitement.
There was a stat in the game when we made that 2-point conversion. I think we're like 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 when going for 2. So that's somewhat of a positive. So.
That's the only positive I have is in the red zone when they get there. We're better than a lot of teams are in the red zone.
Yeah.
Why aren't we getting there more? Because of play calling.
Let's jump down to the comments real quick, Jeremy B. We got Clint Cook saying we are going to get wrecked next week versus the Rams, fellas.
Yeah.
Hey, Quinn, don't talk like that, man. Don't talk. We don't need that negativity. No, I'm just kidding.
And we got the man of steel himself jumping in the comments. Kurt Steele saying, "What up, though? What's up, Kurt?
What up,
though?
What's going on, Kurt?"
And then we have Dan Lara saying, "Definitely starting everyone on the Rams next week again." Hey, I'm. You know what? You know what's going to happen? We're going to come down to the who you got picks next week, and I'm going to pick the Lions again because that's my team. I'm not going to pick against them ever. I'm just not going to.
Sorry.
I don't care if I lose. I don't care.
Sorry. I gave my reason on why I'm picking the other teams to win every week until I see a 4-quarter effort on offense, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm still picking every team other than the Lions.
And Kurt Steele says that was tough to watch. Yes, it was, Kurt. Tough enough.
It was brutal. It was brutal. It was abysmal. It was depressing. Quinn Cook, what's he say?
He says, "Come on, Kurt, go play call for the Lions offense. I think you could do better than Lynn."
I think my mom could call a better offense than Lynn.
Matt
and my mom doesn't know football. He did. This Tecmo Bowl offense had them close in games. They just weren't winning.
So I think we are all in agreement as far as, you know, the reaction for the game. Obviously, a horrible offensive showing for the Lions. Anthony Lynn, I think we are all in agreement that Anthony Lynn needs to not be doing the play calling anymore for the Lions. If you are in agreement with that, raise your hand. Let's take a vote. And that is it. Look at that.
A clean sweep.
A clean sweep. But hey, guys, go ahead, Smoking Jeremy B.
In the immortal words of that game show host, the weakest link, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Kurt Steele says, "LOL, Stafford is going to throw for 800 next week."
Kurt, I said they're going to put up 70 and we might get 7.
Come on, man.
No way. We're going to shut the Rams down, put Stafford on his ass, and win the game. That's what's going to happen.
In SoFi. I honestly think that would happen in Madden. That would happen in Madden.
In Madden, I can go 17-0 on all Madden. It doesn't matter because the play calling that we do with our offense right now is so abysmal. I bet you if you called the exact same plays in Madden, it would lose.
Just try that theory out. Somebody try it out. Hey, anybody watching that's got Madden, I know Dan Leonard has Madden. Do it, Dan. Just do a simulation of the Rams Lions and let's see who pulls it out. But don't call any runs. Just pass the ball short behind the line of scrimmage and see if you can win.
Never throw a pass past the first down markers.
Yeah. Don't get in the red zone at all.
and throw it on 1st and 3rd and 1.
Lions 34-0.
Jason Orwellin saying the Lions 34-0.
That's not. I mean, as positive I am and hope that, but no, that's not happening.
Want to know how confident I am in the Lions next week? On my fantasy team, I'm starting the Rams defense.
The only way that the Rams lose, and I'm knocking on wood right now because I like Stafford and I respect him and I don't wish
I know where you're going
on anybody. If he gets hurt, that's the only way we have a chance in that game.
Pretty much.
Hey,
that's just honestly speaking.
We got Dan Leonard said Lions are going to get smoked and fans are going to cheer for Stafford. We have Kurt Steele saying, I love my team so, man. You need to enter the Hopium 12-step program. Hey, Kurt, I was in there and I walked out. I'm done with that. No way. You didn't hold me back. You didn't hold me back. I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. I don't care.
I'm trying, Kurt. He won't listen to reason. I'm trying.
Nope. Because one of these times I'm going to be right once. I'm going to be right once. And I'll look like the genius that day. And I'm going to brag the whole episode how I was right.
You go right ahead, big man. You go right ahead. And when we get that one win, it'll be the only one we get all season.
Yep. And it'll be against the Rams.
I don't think so. I don't see how it's possible.
It's going down.
Unless the whole team catches COVID and it's a forfeit. But guess what? The Lions are still over because both teams have to take a forfeit.
Dan says, I'll do it tonight for you. I don't know. I must have.
Let us know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
The Madden thing.
Yeah, the Madden thing. All right, Dan, do it up. Jason is on heavy narcotics, is what Dan just said.
It's hopium, man. Hopium.
It's hopium. Then he said
very
Jason
addicting.
Jason comes back and said he's kidding. And Victor Lester says next year.
Yep.
There's always next year.
Yeah, was that what we're gonna say every year though? Come on now.
Nope. Just this year. Because I do have faith in 99.9% of the coaching staff. I just don't have faith in Anthony Lynn.
Same here.
All right. So here, you still have to pay Goff regardless the rest of the year, right?
Yep.
You have to, regardless, you got to pay him, no matter what you do with him. Make him ride the bench. Let Blau play out the rest of the year. See if there's a positive out of it. That's my opinion.
Kurt Steele says, LOL, we're the last winless team. Even the Pimp Daddy Urban has won a game. That's true.
Oh, my God. It's so ugly. It's so ugly this year, Kurt.
Quick Cook says, I'm starting Matt in my fantasy next week. Put me in. I can do better than Goff with an MCL tear, maybe an ACL tear, bruised shin, and 3 broken ribs on a walking boot. He's saying that he could do better than Goff. And then we got Victor Lester saying, all you can say after a start like this. And then Kurt Steele come back says, one that it is. I don't think we're gonna go 0-17, Mr. Leonard. I don't think we're gonna go 0-17.
No, don't talk like that. Okay.
No. Don't jinx it, Dan.
But I do want to see that Madden simulation. So Dan, let us know how that goes. Hey, we are right at the end of the reaction show. First off, I want to thank everybody that popped in to join us today. All the people in the comments, thank you so much for hopping in and checking us out live for our reaction show. Well, let's one more time here, guys. Kurt Steele, number 1 pick. Here we come. Yeah, we did mention that earlier, Kurt. That was said by Smoking Jeremy B. Hey, Giants are going 1-16, so it's cool. From Dan Leonard. And we have Quinn Cook saying we aren't winning a football game, bro, unless we get a good offensive coordinator.
That's the facts.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's bye-bye Lynn. Let's say Lynn goes next week. Then I guess we're just going to start winning all these games then.
I didn't say that.
That's the theory behind it.
We might win 3 if we get rid of Lynn.
You don't know unless you try. And that's what I said
right.
about David Blau with Goff. You won't know if David Blau is going to play better unless you try. Might as well. If we're going to go 0-17 regardless, why not throw Blau in there and see what he can do? We're going to have to pay Goff regardless. Might as well give a chance to win rather than just lose out.
If you're going to make
I agree with that, by the way.
Yeah, if you're gonna make the changes, do it now. Do it now. It's still early in the season. Do all the changes now, like right now. Don't let it go. Don't keep pushing Goff if he's not going to perform, or don't let Anthony Lynn do the play calls if he's not going to be able to do the right play calls. Switch it now so we can fix it. Like quit riding this junk thing and just make the changes. We'll catch these last comments and then we'll let Logan do his thing here. We got Justin Oberlin saying later, guys. One pride, Jason. Sorry.
One
Jason.
pride.
Later, man. One pride.
Kurt still says later, my guys. Later,
Peace
Kurt.
out.
Later, dude.
Later.
And Quinn Cook says us Lions fans are going to the pit of misery, dilly.
Yeah.
Dilly.
All right, fellas. Well, it has been fun, like always, for our reaction show, and we have to end it off in the only way that we know how. Statman, take it away, my friend.
All right, Lions Nation, I know we lost, but I'm going to still sing the fight song. I don't care. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 rah. When the with honor you will keep your fame down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go
Lions!
Yeah.
Hey,
One day.
Dan Leonard says, have a good night, fellas. Have a good night, Dan Leonard. For Chicken Nugget King, Big Dan, the Stat Man, Smoking Jeremy B, I am the Soul Man, and this has been We Are Lions Nation Podcast Reaction Show. We will see you all Tuesday for our post-game show. See you all there. One pride, everybody. Good night.
One
One pride.